What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 steps today. I'm out here representing the Tigers because, you know, man, the Tigers doing their thing. The series is tied 2-2. They in Cleveland today, right, for Game 5. Man, I really need them to pull this off and move on. We've been really enjoying baseball season, at least the end part of baseball season. It's funny how in August they had a less than 1% chance of making the playoffs, and then you skip forward to now, they in the playoffs. So it's been a fun time in the D. But man, let's talk about y'all boy Obama, man. He didn't really found himself being an enemy of black men. You know, of course, you all know, because it's been making his way around how Obama called himself lecturing black men about not supporting Kamala, and it has not had the effect that they were hoping for. In fact, it's had an adverse effect, because you got people like myself like, bro, how dare you? You know, who are you to tell us which way that we should vote? I mean, think about that. Think about that. You got people telling you which way you should vote. Okay, you are expected as a black man to vote how they tell you to vote. Like, really, think about that. I'm not cool with that. In fact, him doing that, it made me even more confident that I'm going the direction that I'm going, because they're really triggered by the fact that we're just not going to do what they tell us to do right now. You know, he mentioned how the, you know, support for Kamala hasn't been what it was when he was running. Bro, why would it be? Do you not understand how much different it was when you were running? I mean, you were running as the first African-American man. It had just been the 8 years of Bush. You were smart and whatnot. I mean, at least that's what we believe. That's the impression that you gave. But I'm not throwing no knock against his intelligence now. But he sure is acting really dense about the fact that he don't understand why we not getting behind Kamala. To be an intelligent gent, he acting real dense right now. Like he has no idea why we're not getting behind her. And I mean, you know, not only was I stunned by the fact that they brought Obama in to basically scold black men for not choosing to vote the way they think we should and choosing to vote the way we want. I mean, isn't that what the voting process is about? I mean, you have your freedom to cast your ballot however way you choose. And if you don't want one of the candidates that's there, you know, you could write in somebody. You know, you have the freedom to vote how you choose, except if you're a black man, you're expected to just do what the hell you're told, apparently. And, you know, maybe Obama didn't intend that to be the message, but that's sure how he came across. So I find it hard to believe that he didn't intend it that way. You know, as I said, this is not a guy who's dense. I believe he meant the message exactly how it landed. And he did not expect probably black men to receive it the way that we have. Because, okay, listen, the disrespect about that is the part that I really can't get over. It's the disrespect about that. How dare you call yourself scolding grown-ass men about how they choosing to vote? I just do not get that. You gonna sit up there and scold grown-ass men telling them they should be voting this way. It really hit, because I remember 4 years ago, didn't Joe Biden say the goofy ass thing of, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black? Didn't he say that? And that didn't go over very well. Black folks really didn't appreciate that. I mean, black folks still went out and voted for him, but the message then, black folks did not like it. And now Obama comes, skip forward now, you know, 4 years, here's Obama talking about, you know, basically go out and vote for Kamala. You guys aren't voting for Kamala. Why aren't you? Essentially, it's like we owe an explanation for why we don't want to support her. We have, as black men, asking black men to vote for Kamala Harris, knowing Kamala Harris's history in office, not only as a VP, but as being a DA, is extremely tone deaf. But these people, they are so entitled. They are so used to just getting our vote without having to work for it. And now that they see that's not happening for them this time around, they have no idea how to handle that. And so they stoop to getting people to call themselves preaching to us as if that's gonna work. You know, first we had the rally here in Michigan, and I knew the rally was going on too, because when I was trying to get on 94, I remember I'm headed home, I'm trying to get on 94 to make my way home, and there was this huge motorcade. The police were blocking off the overpasses and the entrances and exits so that the motorcade could go past, and then they would, you know, swoop behind them and go to the next one. It was very impressive the way they organized it. I'm not even gonna hold you up. When I seen in person the way the motorcades handle transporting a VP or VIP rather from one place to another, I was very impressed. It was so organized, so well executed. So shout outs to Detroit police and to the Michigan State police. You guys, when y'all do that, superb. But that's neither here nor there. That's just giving credit to my local people here. You know, I'm always gonna give shout outs to Detroit and Michigan whenever possible. So the service men and women here, Detroit's finest, Michigan finest, I salute you. But no, man, y'all bring Magic Johnson here because he's from Lansing and he played for Michigan State. Y'all bring Magic Johnson here to stand on a podium and tell black men which way they should vote. And I'm not trying to attack Magic Johnson personally in any way, shape, or form. You know, I got nothing but respect for the brother for what he's done. But dude, you know, I mean, you somebody that I really don't consider to be a role model that anybody should be following. You know, I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna dig into personal. But, you know, I really don't see Magic Johnson as somebody that is eligible to tell me what the hell to do. Let's just keep a buck, man. Dude is not eligible to be calling himself trying to stand on a podium and preach to black men how to move. All right, you got the situation with your son and stuff. You know, I mean, dude, just no. You're gonna have to exercise a bit of self-awareness for me, homie. That just doesn't work for me. So you bring Magic Johnson here to get up there on the podium and preach to us. That did not take. All right, because black men, you know, outside of basketball, black men, you really don't hear black men talking about Magic like that in a high regard. I mean, you know, we always gonna give him props to the fact he's the greatest point guard to ever play the game. We always gonna give him that props. Here in Michigan, you know, he from here. So, you know, there's always gonna be some degree of enamorment that we have for him simply from being from Michigan. But bro, that's where we draw the line. Nobody here in Michigan, no men especially, look at Magic Johnson as somebody that has any sort of you know, like reason to be talking like he was, or just being eligible, being qualified to talk the way that he was. You know, if you want to vote for her, that's fine. Vote for who you want. But why do you get to vote for who you want and then try to talk down to me about me doing the same thing? That's not acceptable. So they did that with Magic Johnson. They bring in Obama now, and Obama wants to do the exact same damn thing. And, you know, this is not 2008, bro. Like, you know, like black folks love Obama. This is true. You know, a lot of people love Obama, but definitely black folks love Obama. But it's not no blind love to where black folks just gonna run out and do whatever the hell Obama say. So, you know, him coming well, he didn't come here, but he was at Kamala's HQ. Him going there and sitting up there talking about he's speaking to black men, about this. Nah, man, nobody trying to listen to Obama about that stuff, because the thing is that Kamala, we don't see her as being competent. We really don't. And Kamala has said herself, and Biden has said himself, that in all decisions, Kamala had a say-so in. She weighed in on. So the whole thing with trying to blame Biden solely for how things are messed up right now is silly. You can't blame Biden solely. Yes, Biden is the president, but he himself and Kamala herself, they've both said that she took part in all of the decisions. So why are you still trying to pretend like this woman is some innocent, party here that, she had nothing to do with nothing? Oh, things are going to be different. Kamala was the VP. Yes, Kamala was the VP. And Kamala, according to Biden and according to herself, she had similar powers. Maybe not equal, because she is still number 2 and not number 1. But her opinion mattered. So take that into account. And you cannot forget that when it came to the, inflation going into play, 50-49, Kamala was the deciding vote in the inflation situation that we're swimming in right now. Stop acting dense like y'all don't understand this stuff when I know you do. So, the people that mess everything up want to convince you to vote for them again. Especially when Kamala has said, Kamala has said so much damning stuff to sing her own battleship. Kamala said flat out, she's not going to do anything for just black folks. She said this herself. It's out there. You can easily find a YouTube clip of it. She said this herself. And, it's not that I actually need her to do something specifically for black folks, but don't make a statement like that and then come trying to lean on us for support. That's the thing. We're not entitled to you to do things specifically for us. We're not entitled to that. See, unlike the Democratic Party, we're not going to sit here and pretend like we're entitled to stuff. The way they're pretending like they're entitled to our vote, we're not going to sit up here and pretend like we're entitled to things from a presidential candidate just for us. But as I said, if you're not going to do stuff specifically for us, that's fine. I got no issue with that. I got no problem with, killing and eating. Eating what I kill. I have no problem going out there and getting it myself. No problem whatsoever. You don't have to give anything to me. That's been my life. I've always been a person that's going to go out there and get it. So I'm not looking for you to do anything for me. But don't say something like that and then come leaning on us for our vote. Because even though I may not need that help and support, there might be somebody that I know who does. Or somebody who I don't know that does. There's people out there who need it. So, these are the same people who did the anti-hate bill for the Asian community. COVID, I understand. COVID happened. It was tough being Asian around then. They got a year of harassment afterwards, and that was passed, right? But then they turned around and they did something for LGBTQ, a similar bill. But black folks couldn't get the similar bill. They did an anti-lynching bill. Okay, listen. Now, this is going to be a bit controversial, but it really only covers lynching. All right? It really only covers that. So that really doesn't happen like that. It's 2024. That don't happen like that no more. Why couldn't black folks have gotten the same deal that Asians and LGBTQ got? When it came time for black folks, Biden said he wouldn't be able to get it pushed through, but you managed to get something pushed through for LGBTQ. See, the stuff that they didn't do for black folks is coming back to bite them in the ass, and they can't handle it. Why couldn't black folks get the same deal that Asians and LGBTQ got? Why did it have to be some super specific to an act that really don't happen anymore in 2024? And they can't answer that. Whenever they're asked any sorts of serious questions about the stuff that they've said or the stuff that they haven't done, they realize how screwed up they are in this whole situation. So acting entitled now, after doing nothing for Black America, acting like you're entitled to our vote is just crazy. It is freaking insane. You know, I've even seen sisters who, what's up, bro? Guy got on the baseball jersey behind me. He got on a Tigers one as well. Alan Trammell, that's a throwback. Mine is Miguel Cabrera. You know, I was at the game last year, his final game of his career. What a fantastic moment. I've seen moments like that on television. I've never actually been to a game where it was somebody's final game. That was fantastic. I'll never forget that. But as I've seen Black women speaking up about what Obama did and saying how they didn't like it. I saw a sister, she was on CNN. She said what Obama did was not right. And this was a sister that was a Kamala supporter. Okay, you got a Black woman who was a Kamala supporter, and even she was like, what Obama did was not right. That was not fair. Because think about this. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't know another time in my life where a group was scolded to about who they want to vote for or don't want to vote for. I have never seen that. The disrespect when it comes to Black men is real. They really do expect Black men to just shut up and do what the hell they say and not think. And because that's not happening, they are losing their shit behind it. You know, when you got Black women, all right, because a lot of sisters really support Kamala Harris, but there's a lot that don't. But you got far more sisters interested in supporting her than you got, you know, brothers. So when you got Black women, especially Black women who are actually supporters of Kamala Harris, saying what Obama did was some BS, you know that stuff wasn't right, man. I have never, ever seen another group be scolded. I've never seen white men be scolded for how they're going to vote. Obama voted, listen, Obama had what? When he won in 2008, I think he had 44% white vote. I didn't see McCain and them going out scolding white people about why are you voting for Obama and whatnot. But, you know, we know McCain was a class act. He never would have did no shit like that anyway. So I'ma just, you know, he just was a different type of dude. They don't make him like him no more, man. You guys have heard me speak about John McCain before, that I thought that he was, you know, a patriot and just totally a class act. This man defended Obama at his own rally. I'm sorry, man. They just don't make him like that no more. So no, the guy who defended Obama, who's his opponent at his own rally, no, he never would have got out there and did no goofy stuff like scolding white folks like, why are you voting for Obama? No, never would have did that, man. He just was cut from a different cloth. He ain't like these people, man. So it truly was disappointing to see that Obama was moving like that. You know, he's obviously on their payroll. And I'm not mad at him at being on their payroll. Capitalism, right? So I'm not mad at him for being on their payroll. You know, they pay Magic Johnson. They should pay him. I'm fine with capitalism. You know, get that bag. You know, get those Kamala dollars, whatever it is, bro. But it wasn't just about him delivering the message that he did. You could hear in the tone of his voice that he was like irritated about the fact that Black support for Kamala ain't the same like it was for him. As if he is just so clueless to why that is. Dang, this video is getting long in the tooth, y'all. I guess about this, I just had a whole lot to say. But, you know, I mean, there's a lot that could be said about this. So, Obama has ended up, unfortunately, on Black men's shit list. And what a crazy world we live in. I never, ever thought that those would be the words that I would ever utter. Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. This is a guy who is very much beloved by Black folks. You know, we don't agree with everything Obama did during his presidency. I just want to throw that out there. We may love Obama, but don't think that it's just some blind love. We just loved everything he did and all that sort. No, we didn't. You know, we didn't agree with everything Obama did during his presidency. Trust me. But the dude was so charming. That is why we loved him. He was so damn charismatic we just really like were enamored with him. So it goes from that to now him, this same guy, being on black men's shit list, and a lot of black women too. So we'll see what happens from here. I honestly don't think Kamala is going to win this election. The gap between her and Trump in terms of the polling that they're supposedly doing, I don't know where they do this polling at. I've never been polled in my life, so I have no idea where they do this polling. But the way the projection is looking right now, the gap is getting wider between her and Trump. It's not looking like she's going to win this, and I don't think she really should win this. You know, she's just not a competent person. This is somebody who, you know, I think, what you call it, Pink Book Lessons. I saw a video that she did, and she really nailed it. She said, here's a woman that has been an enemy of black men and black women too. You know, because the stuff that she did when it came to black men, locking black men up, Hispanic men also. But the reason why I'm not talking about Hispanic men is because they're not going after Hispanic men. You know, most of the Hispanic people that I've known, they have been very hardworking, dig it out the mud sort of people, and many of them are very conservative. So maybe that's why, you know, they really weren't going after the Hispanics the way they were us. Or perhaps they just respect Hispanic men more because they showed a complete lack of respect for us. It was a flagrant disregard for respect to black men. To get up there or stand up there, in Magic's case, it was get up there on that podium, and in Obama's case, it was just stand there, to simply sit up here and expect us to vote one way because of race. Because I have melanin in my skin, I'm expected to vote a certain way, and if I don't, you gonna berate me for it? Man, stop it. I could talk about this for probably 20 more minutes, y'all, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave this here. I appreciate y'all connecting with me. I'm gonna get out here and do some more of these steps. Thumbs up this video. Leave me them comments, because y'all know I read them comments. And I'm pleased to say a lot of y'all are leaving me those long multi-paragraph comments again. I really miss those. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I really did miss those, and I'm starting to see those again, and they make me happy. You know, I told y'all months ago that I read all the comments. It doesn't matter how long it is, I read them comments. And when y'all take the time to give me those, you know, well edited, you know, well spaced essay style long form posts, I love that, man. I still read those. So keep those coming, man. I'm always gonna read those, and I'm always gonna give y'all feedback. I may not always have time to form a post for it, but at the very least, I'm gonna read it and heart it, so you'll know I saw it. You know, at the very least, I'm gonna read it and heart it, man. So y'all always gonna know I saw it. And I'm gonna keep doing that for as long as I possibly can. Maybe one day, if I have like 100,000 subscribers, I won't be able to read them as much as I did before, because I'll be getting so many of them. But I tell y'all this today, I'm gonna read them and comment and heart as many of them, or all of them, as I possibly can, until I can't no more. So thumbs up, subscribe, leave me them comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.